everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and this is your UFC Minute. The UFC returns this weekend with a fresh face who is destined to make headlines. When UFC President Dana White went looking for a fight, he was hoping that he would end up with a future UFC star. And those are the expectations after he signed a regional champion who has dominated the local featherweight circuit en route to his UFC debut this weekend. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, a UFC featherweight division fight. Well, he won his fight on Dana White looking for a fight and did so with style points, so here he is making his UFC debut. Now the paycheck gets bigger and the audience gets bigger. Will there be an adrenaline dump? Will he experience some UFC jitters? You have to ask the question, Joe Rogan. We've seen a lot of UFC newcomers succumb to the nerves, fall victim to the bright lights of the famed UFC octagon. We'll see if it's a factor for this young man tonight.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. He does not mind standing or going to the ground, and this diversity makes him very unpredictable.
All right, so here he is, really, for my money, as accomplished a submission specialist and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner as has crossed into the UFC in years. We'll see how quickly tonight he can get this fight to the ground and utilize his high-level submission skills. Outstanding choke game. A lot of different chokes in his repertoire. We'll see if he can get them going tonight.
This guy is an elite submission fighter. What he wants to do is get this fight to the ground where he will have a distinct advantage over his opponent.
All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. 4 years apart with the same height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making his UFC debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and now this is his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 5 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Glendale, Arizona, USA. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
Here we go. All right, here we go, early round 1. As many of you know, this is his UFC debut. He won his fight on Dana White looking for a fight, and Dana gave him the UFC contract. And this is a legitimate challenge here. No easy outs in this division. We'll see how it goes for him here in his first UFC start. There's that kick. Oh, he has mastered the range here, timing his shots nicely.
That one hurt. Tries a big hook to the head, but misses.
Nice.
Whoa! This could be it right here.
Huge right hand!
He's out. It's over.
That
is it. Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous, and again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit. Those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight.
Check out this angle here. Boom! And he's out.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year. All right, let's get it inside the
Ladies and
octagon to
gentlemen,
Bruce Buffer for
referee
the official
Hurd
decision.
stopped in this contest at 37 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and decide.
Well, that's how you seize the moment in the UFC debut as he gets the job done here tonight. And the celebration is on with his coaches and his teammates. 1-0 in the big show. Can't start much better than that.
Focused on accuracy. I really want to see good punches. That's precise. Keep training like that, and he still can't catch to you. accurate here. I want to see high percentage shots. A nice combination. Let's pick it up a little and search for that knockdown. Nope. You really touched him up out there.
All right, coming up next, a UFC featherweight division fight. You know, we trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts, maybe more than we should, but this guy fits the bill. Maybe doesn't stand out in any one area on film, but plus skills everywhere. And you got to think tonight, Joe, with his skill set, he's more than comfortable really anywhere this fight goes. If he needs to stand and strike, he can do it. If the fight hits the canvas, he can submit you. A lot of different skills brought to the table by this young man.
This guy is a very well-rounded fighter. He can do it all. If the fight takes place standing or on the ground, he's going to be comfortable in all areas of the game.
Well, this guy's wrestling is really high level. He's got the collegiate credentials to prove it, and even when the opponent knows what's coming, hard to stuff that shot. Got to figure it'll be takedowns in bunches out of him tonight.
This guy is an outstanding wrestler, and what he wants to do here is avoid any striking confrontations, close the distance, grab a hold of his opponent, and bring the fight down to the ground where he should have an advantage.
Our tail of the tape for this featherweight fight. The American is 20. The Canadian is 27. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Now here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 4 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Episodic. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A grappler, holding a professional record of 6 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of New York, New York, Vicious. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
So Mario Yamasaki, the veteran, draws the opening assignment here.
You ready? Let's go!
First round underway. So after a win by knockout in his UFC debut, here he is making the walk yet again. We'll see if he can move to 2-0 in the UFC, and that could set him up for a potential contender-type fight. This is a guy who is all the rage with fight fans right now, given what he did in the debut, and now you gotta think he'll certainly have even more confidence as he makes the walk here tonight.
These are some bombs he is throwing.
Well, if you've ever wanted to fight a UFC fighter, I can't say I
Oh,
have.
big knee! This could be it right here. Wow! Oh, big shot from the top. Back to his feet again. Amazing. Oh, big knee! Oh! Look at this. Takedown!
Unbelievable!
That's it! Wow! Wow! Man! Beautiful knockout here early in the first.
Yeah, Joe, near perfect technique to land that seminal blow to finish the fight here in round 1. And that's exactly the way a fighter draws it up. You don't absorb anything in terms of significant damage, and then you're able to knock your opponent out. So this is exactly the desired result for him here tonight.
Let's take a look at it from a different angle.
So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is called a stop to this contest at 53 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and decide.
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights tonight.